G'day guys, Will here, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see in front of me, I have a very plain looking cardboard box. Now around here, plain cardboard boxes generally mean pre-production samples. And today we have the Next Level Racing freestanding keyboard and mouse stand. So really excited to get this unpackaged, all assembled and tested out for you guys to see whether it's something that you should be excited about. So let's get stuck into it. Alright, so I don't know what the final production packaging is going to look like, so I don't want to talk too much about presentation or anything like that. I'm going to get everything out of the box here, laid out on the table, and then we can have a proper look at exactly what we have here. But everything is individually bubble wrapped, so there's no problems with anything like that getting damaged or scraped together. And I'm assuming that generally Next Level Racing packaging in production is very, very good. Very impressive how they're able to fit so many obscure shaped things into one package. So no problems there, but I can't really show you what the retail packaging is going to look like because I don't know just yet. But we'll set that aside here. We'll get everything out of the bubble wrap and then we can have a look at exactly what we've got here. All right, so this is definitely the most straightforward Next Level Racing product that I've played around with so far. And the quality of everything, the instruction manual, all the other packaging and everything looks to be completely production quality. So I think it was just the cardboard box that was pre-production potentially. But yeah, everything looks like production quality here. So this should be a pretty good indicator as to what you can expect when you receive your final product. So we've got obviously the keyboard platform here, we've got the mouse platform here, we've got the base here. We've also got some little adjustable feet here so we can adjust the pitch, we can compensate for any inconsistencies in the ground. We've got a adjustable boom here which connects to this part, so obviously this is going to go in here or that side, one of the two. We'll figure that out when we get to it, and a little knob here we can tighten and loosen to telescopic the little arm there, and all of the little nuts and bolts are all sort of pre-installed in their locations so that we can just sort of slide everything together. So this should be a very simple assembly. As always with Next Level Racing, we've got our little Allen key, little screwdriver here as well, and a little shifter as well. So we've got everything we need for the installation. We've got a nice high quality little mouse pad here as well as a keyboard under tray. And we'll have a look at those in more details once we get started. Instruction manual wise, as we've come to expect from Next Level Racing, very straightforward and easy to follow. All the parts that should be included, so if there's anything missing, you know before you start building it. Always important. Very simple IKEA style step-by-step instructions that you shouldn't have any problem following at all. If you're able to put together a cockpit, you should have no dramas whatsoever with this. So let's see how we go. All right, so first of all, we need to remove the bolts from this and we've got to mount it onto the base. So get those undone. These are nice sturdy M8 bolts as well, nice and solid, just like we've come to expect with the cockpits and everything. So we've got a bolt that goes through the bottom and then two through the sides as well. Make sure when you put this together, you orient it so that the little holes are in the bottom for the feet, and this part will obviously go on the top. So we'll quickly move this over here. Might move some of this other stuff out of the way so we're not getting confused, and come back to that stuff a little bit later on. Okay, so what I might actually do, it doesn't actually say this in the instructions, but I might actually install these little feet on here first, just because it's probably going to be easier to do that now rather than later on. So we'll just, whoops, throwing things. We'll just install these quickly now. You didn't see me do that. I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay. It's actually going to be interesting to see whether this can slide in underneath the GT Track base station and the freestanding monitor stand. It looks like they've designed it with that in mind, because I was a little bit worried that the feet of that might kind of get in the way, but it doesn't look like that's going to be a problem. That one's a little bit spinny, and then that goes on as well. So that. Now we've got our boom over here. Where did I put it? Okay, and we want this to kind of be at the back. We don't really have any orientation here, so we don't know which way is forward and which way is back. That's okay. And then we want to put all the bolts are the same length, so no problems there. Just go through the front. We'll make it so the heads are at the front, so it's nice and clean looking. Run through there. One through there. So the longer ones go through this part. and then the shorter one goes in through the bottom. So chuck our nuts on the back here. It's a little tiny little shifter, but it should do the job. We don't need to have everything crazy tight on this because it's not attached to the rig in any way. It's not going to rattle or do anything like that. So get this tightened up. One. Probably should have put the bolt through the bottom before I tighten this, but anyway. We'll see what happens when we get to the bottom. Okay, and then our bolt for the bottom. Easy. It's always nice when things just line up like that. Seems to be typically the case with Next Level Racing products. So I haven't had too many problems with holes aligning in the past. So just chuck that in there. All right. That is step one complete. So next we need to insert the telescopic boom into the base. So we just want to kind of push on the side here with this nice and loose. And it should just kind of slide in. I might need to stand up here to do it. A little bit tricky to do with one hand, but there we go. And then again, we can just adjust that to whatever height we want. We'll set it to about there for now. No idea how high we're actually going to need it once we get it all installed. And that is that part done. So now it's as simple as just installing the two trays. So you want to orient it so that the little lip is at the bottom here so that the mouse won't fall on the ground. And again, just sort of slide it in there. So a little bit tight the first time, but that's what she said. That's what he said. I don't know. There's so many that's what she said and that's what he said jokes in this video. I'm not even going to bother. I'm sure you guys will catch them all in the comments. And same deal again on this side. Tray goes at the bottom. Loosen these two screws off. Okay, just like that. So we can tighten that down. And then have a look at our little pads here. So I stick down. It's a really nice finish on that. Nice rubber back, nice and grippy. And it should sit in there quite nicely like so. Voila! Okay, so all in place here and no problems whatsoever. It wraps around the thickness of the monitor stand here, no problem at all. It also slots underneath the wheel stand's legs as well as the GT track as well, no problems there. And I kind of anticipated that. It looked like it was a nice flat skinny design, so they've obviously designed it to slide underneath other things. Now the only real problem is my crappy old keyboard and mouse that I'm using here from a old, I think these probably be at least 15 years old. So I'm thinking I might need to upgrade those now as well. This is a slippery slope, isn't it, guys? But yeah, look, everything's nice and the mouse pad feels really nice. Keyboard doesn't move around too much or anything. I mean, obviously if you move it, it moves, but if you're just typing, it's fine. I think I'll probably actually end up moving everything over to this side. I don't want it to get in the way of my shifter or anything with the motion platform, but I'll have a fiddle around with it, get everything in its final positions and report back in a couple of weeks once I've been using it for a while, as well as talk about it on my streams and things like that. But yeah, for now, everything seems absolutely perfect. And I mean, perfect isn't really a word that I use lightly, but you know, there's lots of adjustability. We can grab onto it here. We can move it side to side, up and down, left and right. You can move the mouse independently of the keyboard as well. We can sort of twist it in and out. But yeah, there's really nothing that I can fault about this. It does everything that it's designed to do and that it's expected to do. And yeah, it's as simple as that. Okay guys, so that is the Next Level Racing freestanding keyboard and mouse stand. I've got to say, really impressed with it overall. Good build quality, nice and easy to assemble, does exactly what it says it does, and yeah, no problems whatsoever. So definitely would recommend it based on my limited experience so far, and I'll obviously come back and let you know in a later video if I do come across any issues. But it's a pretty static, standalone kind of device. It's kind of a set and forget kind of thing, so I can't anticipate that there's ever going to be any dramas with it whatsoever. So if you're wanting to grab one of these of your own, there is a sneaky discount code in the description below, so check that out. But thank you very much to Next Level Racing for sending this through for review. Super happy with it, and I'm sure you guys will be too. So hit the thumbs up button if you found this video interesting and useful. Hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. We've got a couple of other Next Level Racing products to review in detail, including their direct drive wheel stand, which I'm really interested to check out, as well as a couple of other things as well. So stick around. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.